everyone, so I have a brand new wig to review and show you today. This is the Henry Margu Tara, and the colour I have her in is the 88GR. Now, I was sent this by Hairware UK, so if you want to find out a bit more about Tara, then stay watching. So this is Tara, and Tara is a 9-inch wig. Now, I haven't worn a wig or tried a wig this short before. Generally, I tend to gravitate towards longer pieces or medium length pieces. And the shortest I think I've ever gone is probably like a lob, kind of around about here. So I'm really interested to see what this looks like on me. I am keen to try shorter styles, mainly because last summer I was in long pieces all summer long, and I did struggle at times with the heat and just having those sort of fibres hanging down on my neck, and this is hopefully going to be a much cooler option for the summer. So as I say, it's 9 inches, but it's not 9 inches all the way around. It is slightly shorter in places, but we'll talk about that more once she's on. The colour I have her in is 88GR. Now, I went with 88GR because it just looks like a really natural looking blonde. There's some beautiful dimension to this colour, as you can see. It's described as a light wheat blonde with dark strawberry blonde highlights. Now, when you say strawberry blonde, I think of red. There is no red in this piece. I can assure you 100% there is not a hint of strawberry blonde in here. So I would be inclined to disagree with the colour description for 88GR. I think it's a lovely neutral blonde with sort of that dark wheat, but there's light blonde highlights. They're definitely not strawberry. The root is a medium brown, which looks really nice. It's really blended really well. Just a really beautiful colour actually, and it's actually really similar to another colour in another brand, which I will show you later. So let's have a look at the cap construction. So at the front you've got that beautiful lace front which extends from ear tab to ear tab all the way along the front. This will create the illusion of a beautiful hairline, and for me, I really need that, so that's perfect. There's a polyurethane strip here which will help with grip on your head, and then there's that gorgeous monofilament top, so you can part this wig in any direction that you like, centre, left, right, zigzag, or whichever pattern you choose, and it will look like the hair is growing out of your own scalp. You've got these lovely soft velvet-y ear tabs on either side here. These start around about here and come down. They're really comfortable to wear actually. I like this size and shape of ear tab. And then at the back you've got a standard size nape, so it's a thinner nape as opposed to the slightly thicker ones. Honestly, I don't feel the difference between an extended nape and a standard nape. For me, they're all comfortable. I have no issue, no preference for either one. And then my favourite type of adjusters are the Velcro adjusters, because they're just really easy to pick up and pop down and adjust, rather than fiddling around with the bra strap ones. I am going to set this on the largest possible setting, so I'm having the Velcro at the furthest away from the centre to make it bigger. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is a petite average cap. Now, I am a 21.75 inch circumference, so I'm on sort of the slightly larger end of average, so I want to make this as big as possible, being as it's been described as a petite average, so that I know that it's going to fit me, or I hope it's going to fit me. The rest of the cap is open wefting all the way around, which you can see here. Great again for summer months because you've got that great airflow to go through the wefts and onto your own scalp. The only thing with this is that sometimes you can see the hair will start to poke through, but all you need is a fine tooth comb like this, and you can essentially pop it up through the weft, hook the hair, and drag it back down if it does poke through. So it's great. It's great to have this type of wefting, not enclosed wefting, because it will be great for helping to keep you cool in the summer. Okay, let's get her on. Just adjusting with the ear tabs. Now, this piece is standard synthetic fibres, so you cannot do anything to it with heat. Please do not do anything to it with heat because you may destroy the fibres. Beautifully soft fibres. Oh wow. So hopefully you can tell by my face that actually I'm really liking this piece, despite it being the shortest one I've ever tried. I love it. The first thing I notice about this is how lightweight it is. It's 3.05 ounces, which I used a calculator earlier on to work out was roughly about 96 grams, which is really, really light. So it's like having a cloud on my head. It's so lightweight. It's really lovely. And it's really comfortable. Like I was wondering, I thought, oh, I've never tried a wig that's got a fitting of petite average, but this fits fine. I don't feel like it's tight. It's not. It fits comfortably on my head. The nape is where it should be and the hairline is where I want it. So as far as the sizing goes, I think this is perfect for somebody with a circumference of up to 21.75 inches. I probably wouldn't recommend it for someone who had a larger circumference, just because I've got it on the largest setting and I don't think there's a lot more give in this piece. So yes, there we go. So let's have a look at the lace front. So sometimes you get a couple of little hairs stuck under the lace, you just need to pull them out. So the lace front runs from the ear tabs. So the ear tabs strangely don't start at the ears. It's not strange, that's quite normal, but they don't actually start at the ear. The ear tab is kind of starts around about here and then goes down behind the ears. So the lace is going from here, which is probably just below the temple, and running all the way across to the other side, which is over here. So the lace is sheer. Because this has got a medium brown root, the knots are visible. They aren't like the smallest or the tiniest knots, but with this style I don't think I'd be wearing it off my face anyway. So actually once you do this, like, I don't think it's like majorly obvious, but also like I wear wigs and I'm quite happy that if people did notice, I'm quite happy to talk about it. However, if you are somebody that really doesn't want people to know you're wearing a wig, then having this sort of slightly darker knots at the front can be a giveaway. I don't let it put me off because I'm quite open about my wig wearing, but yeah, you might want to try a lighter root in this style, because a lighter root the knots will be more difficult to see. Oh, so what I was going to say was that, now I don't know if this is to do with the sizing and the fact this is petite average, or if this is just how this wig is, but the ear tabs come down to kind of here, they stop here. So you can see that the hair that I do have at the front, which is at this section here, it's not covering it. But again, because my hair is quite similar in tone, what I would do is just grab a fine tooth comb and pull some of my own bio hair out, because then that will help blend the wig in with my own hair. But it might just not be covering it because this is petite average. But yeah, pull a bit of your bio hair out and it will help blend it in like that. So This is a monofilament top, full monofilament, so all of this section here is you can part it wherever you want and it will look like the hair is growing out of your scalp. So when you first get a wig, it will usually come with like a zigzag part, so you want to break that up and then position the parting where you prefer. So I will show you that if I wanted to do the middle, looks like it's growing out of my scalp there. If I wanted to go for a right side part, and here, and then I just want to break up the zigzag a little bit. Now, because this isn't heat friendly, you can't put heat on it to change up that parting. You may want to, you may find that the fibres, if you try to pull it into a different direction, that the fibres just naturally want to ping back. So this naturally wants to kind of sit on a left side part. If I wanted to push it into the middle, like so, you can see that it kind of naturally wants to bounce and go back that way. Now there are things you can do to tame these standard synthetic fibres. There are products you can use, like products, you know, like Wig Wax spray. You can spray it with a bit of water and then let it dry, kind of pin it down and let it dry in that position. There are lots of YouTube videos out there that you can have a look at onto how to tame your synthetic wigs. I'm just going to let this naturally fall where it wants to fall because I quite liked it actually over on the left. I generally tend to wear mine in the middle, so it's quite nice for me to change it up a little bit and have it kind of on the on a left side part. And I also quite like to not have it like perfectly straight, because again I think that helps make a wig look a bit more natural. If the parting is too straight, I think it makes me feel like it looks a bit obvious it's a wig, but so I like to have it kind of a bit messy, like so. You notice when I run my fingers through my hair, it lifted ever so slightly. That's perfectly normal. What I would do, I won't glue this down, but if you wanted to stop that, so if you wanted to be running through your fingers through your hair during the day, then you could add a bit of adhesive, some sort of tape or glue onto that lace front, just to ensure that it doesn't lift at all. But it only lifted once I pulled back with my hair, on the hair. So otherwise it's flush against my scalp. So yeah, there she is. Let's talk about the style a little bit. So as I say, she's 9 inches. Her longest bits are 9 inches, which I assume would be kind of here. But then at the very front, you have also got slightly shorter bits, as you can see here. So like a long fringe, sweeping fringe as well, which is lovely. And kind of push it to the side and like so. And then you can see from the sides that it kind of it graduates. So it's longer at the front and goes up into a shorter style and to a shorter cut at the back. And I'll show you what it looks like from the back now. It's lovely. It's really lovely having my neck exposed. It feels so nice and refreshing because I'm always in such long wigs all the time. Yes, so it's a really, really, I think, quite trendy style. I love this kind of, this graduated from short to long. I actually had my hair like this years and years ago. I think it actually went even shorter than what it is at the back. It was almost buzzed at the back. So this is kind of quite nostalgic, this style for me. I really like it, really like it. Let's have a talk about the colour. So the colour, as I said, is 88GR. Now, As I've already mentioned, it's described as a light wheat blonde with dark strawberry blonde highlights, but I cannot see a single hint of red in this colour at all. There's this medium brown root. I love a rooted piece. I think it makes the wig look really natural, but there is definitely no red in this whatsoever. Got these lovely light blonde highlights, I would say, not strawberry blonde, running through it. And it's just gorgeous. It's really natural, neutral blonde. There is a blonde. I'm gonna go and grab it now. Sorry, it's consulting my wig wardrobe. So this is Zara by Jon Renau in the colour 12 FS8, which is shaded praline. Just needed a bit of a brush. Now, I personally think that there are a lot of similarities between these two colours. I think they're very similar. I think the root on the Jon Renau is slightly lighter, but I think if you are a fan of Jon Renau and you like 12 FS8 shaded praline, which is this, then if you wanted a similar colour in Henry Margu, then 88GR is your colour. I'll take them off and hold them side by side as well, just to show you. Try and do this without whipping off my wig grip. There we go. Yeah, so the root on the Henry Margu, which is on this side, is definitely darker than the Jon Renau 12 FS8, but colour wise, probably Jon Renau is probably got a little bit more of the light blonde running through it, but I do think they are very, very similar. What do you think? Yeah, okay, just thought I'd let you know. So pop her on again. Now, I think another thing I will probably do with this as well, I quite like how it having it lifted off the face, so I will probably use some wig wax spray to sort of make it stay like that, because I think it will naturally fall like this and then it will look a bit sort of flat, whereas I quite like it like this. So I'll add some wig wax spray in and you can kind of puff it up a bit if you want to, add a bit more volume, or you can just flatten it out and have it quite straight and slick against your head. So yeah. So if you like the look of Tara, you can find her on the Hairware website, which is hairware.com. She comes in a large variety of colours, and if you would like a 20% discount off of your order with Hairware, you can use the discount code Lucy20 off, and I will pop that discount code in the comments or the caption below this video. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.